Hello everyone, I'm Juhita and I have completed my first year at NIFT Mumbai and welcome to my channel, I guess, Jasmine Moonlight. And so today I would like to talk about how is NIFT Mumbai? How is NIFT? Should you join NIFT and should you take NIFT Mumbai specifically? So I'm going to talk about multiple sections, so this might be a pretty long video. I hope I will edit it into a shorter one, but so these are the things that I would like to talk about in today's video, and I hope this helps. So at least in NIFT Mumbai, what I have seen, yes, a lot of them are so much into fashion. Like they do dress up very nicely, they're amazing, they put a lot of efforts, but not everyone, including me. It depends on my mood. I do sometimes, I don't do sometimes. I go like a shit ass person to the college sometimes. But it's fun, alright, because it's not a career that you did not pick it yourself. I bet at least 95% of the people who are getting into the design colleges at least will be coming because of their personal interest. Even though I get it, even though we have the stress pressure going on of the deadlines and the stuff for the assignments, but still it's worth it. It's worth the pain. I enjoy it. At least I'm not crying over a maths problem. So in the first year you are not sitting in a department, you are gonna sit in foundation program where you do not sit with your department people, you sit with mixed people. Like in FMY it is design and BFT, so there are so there are like two branches, and in the design there are 5 groups. So group A, group B, group C, group D, group E. These are 5 design for groups for design, and there is only one class for BFT, and BFT doesn't have a foundation program. They just go along with their classmates itself. Yes, definitely yes. And I would like to talk about this in detail, a little detail. Even in NIFT Mumbai, there are people who have a very huge rank and they have still entered into the college. Like there are people with almost 5,000 ranks into the college. It's because of the categories that happens, because if you have any category like SC, ST, OBC in a class, we have around 40 people and multiple, there are different ranges of ranked people in the class. So there are people who have double digit rank like 70, 40 in my class, and there are also people with 5,000, 4,000 ranks in my class. Rank only matters until you get into the college. Rank will only help you till the point you get into a good campus, because if you want a good campus you need a good rank, and if you have a category you're saved even more. And so what happens is that the people with bigger ranks can do better than the people who have double digits. It's true, it's very true. Ranks are only for you to enter into the college. After you get into the college, everyone is equal. You just have to fight for the same SGPA. So, and I'll tell you why it is important to have good scores in first year. So you get to select a minor. So your major my major is FD department, and I wanted to get minor as FC. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that, but so if you want to get the preferred minor for you, so there's this CMS website, and you have to go through some process to get your minor done. So to get your preferred minor, you have to have a good CGPA, and that is completely dependent on the marks that you score. So it is very, very important that you gain good amount of marks. Friendly, yeah, I would say they are friendly. Yeah, sure, why not? Is everyone talented? No. Your talent and your rank are not equal. faculty in NIFT Mumbai, according to me at least, they are good. Just say for approximately, just say there are 10 people in SEM 1. Out of 10, 2 to 3 are very passionate about teaching. They would sit and teach you till they get tired, till they wanted to deliver, till they are satisfied, till they have delivered what they wanted to teach you about. So 2 to 3 will be crazily passionate about teaching you. The rest, so there will be few, 3 to 4 again maybe. It's more like you have to learn design by yourself at that point. When you see faculty like that, you just have to decide that, okay, now I'm going to depend on YouTube, other resources, and learn the subject. Please be with that attitude. Don't wait for the faculty to teach you, and don't blame the faculty if you couldn't learn. It's not just they teach you and then you replicate it on a book and then you're done, you get a job. No. You get the job if you have the skills. So if the faculty did not teach you, I did not do this. That is why I'm suggesting you to do this if you are in the situation where the faculty is not teaching you enough, where you can actually understand the subject. So definitely there are multiple resources if you want to actually learn that subject. So please do. If you feel that subject is worth of spending few hours online and learn about it, please do. Most of them are very approachable. You can go and talk to them. You can tell them whatever is wrong or whatever. And constructive criticism is like the feedback that they give without being mean, but also letting you know where you are doing mistakes. That doesn't really happen many times. Mostly in juries, they're just gonna blow up on your face. They're just gonna be like, bro, you're not worth it. That's how they're gonna speak to you on your face. So assignments and workload. I actually would like to make a very detailed video on this about the first year at NIFT, like the subjects that we have and the sort of assignments that we get, and maybe also I'll try to include some suggestions and advices that I wish I got when I'm in my first year for that particular subject. Please comment down below if you need a detailed video on first year, particularly at NIFT. Sem 1, it was very hectic. Maybe it's also that we are trying to settle down into a new atmosphere, new people, new place. You're living outside from your house, and you live. I live in the hostel, so. But Sem 2 became very slow for me. The assignments were like that. In the first sem, we had a lot of physically doing assignments. Second sem was very chill. I think it's like a myth. Not everyone does sleepless nights. I do not. Max to max was 2 usually, and if I have a deadline or if I have jury tomorrow and if my work is still not done and I'm not satisfied, at that point of time I might work till 3:30. That's the max. But there are people, I know my friends who have pulled 2 to 3 all-nighters completely, like without any sleep. They barely sleep for 1 or 2 hours. Sometimes they'll be working and they just slept off on the table as well. So there are different kinds of people. A very important thing that no one talks about, I personally think that no one talks about, see, the assignment is given and it depends on person to person how do they do them. So one person does a full-fledged research. They come up with multiple ideas, and then they do maybe 2 to 3 different prototypic ideas, and then they come out with the final product. And then for the presentation they also do a lot of stuff. But there are people who just take the brief that they got, they're just gonna skim to it, and then they're just gonna make some product, and then just gonna submit it without much efforts. So the person who is putting a lot of efforts might have to work for almost 10 to 15 hours on that particular assignment or project. But the same assignment, a different person might do it in 3 to 4 hours. So, but still the assignment is completed for both of them. And trust me, the marks difference of this first person and second person might be, a lot of times it might be just 2 to 3 marks difference. Obviously the person who worked for like 10-15 hours is gonna just get 3-4 marks or 2 marks at least greater than the person who worked less. Then please do work. Please do work heartfully, not just for the sake that you want to complete the assignment, but because you wanted to do it, because you wanted to explore stuff, because you wanted to learn it. Very realistically, what happens is that, just say I have got like 40 assignments in total in Sem 1, I might have done 30 assignments heartfully and 10 assignments just for the sake of completing it. They are strict, but you can actually ask for an extension. A lot of times extensions do happen. Extensions do happen for a very long time, which is unfair for people like me who submit on time. You need drawing skills. Definitely you need drawing skills as a designer. Not only in NIFT, any campus you need drawing skills, but they do judge you definitely on your drawing skills. But let me tell you, even if your drawing skills are bad, but if your idea is good, they're gonna get very impressed and they're just gonna say simply that your idea is very great, I'm very impressed. But I think you can still work on your drawing skills. That's it. It's very constructive criticism. You have to learn a drawing eventually, because see, what is the point that you have an idea here and you couldn't show it here? How will you tell your idea to the person in front of you that this is what you have imagined? Because you can see everything over here, but the person cannot see it, right? So you have to learn a way to basically visually depict it and show that person, this is what I want, or this is what I want to do. Don't worry, if your drawing skills are bad, that's okay. You have a lot of time to, improve it. Group projects, do I have to say? They are shit. Group projects are shit. I don't have anything to say. Like, what happens? It's very hard to find the right group members. I mean, just say that it's a group of 6 people, only 2 to 3 people will work in it. The rest 3 people are just gonna chill, they're just gonna come whenever they want. Group projects are gonna be shit. And if you're getting into NIFT and if you're getting into a group project, please make sure you work. Even if I try to complete the work before the deadline, it's always gonna become one day before, because you have build up of assignments. Not a very last minute. Even if it is last minute, it has to be a day before or at least an evening before. I mean, tomorrow you have a class, so start today evening or afternoon at least, or a whole day. Very important thing that I forgot to tell you is the college is not in main Mumbai. It is in Navi Mumbai, and also the hostel is not attached. The girls' hostel is not attached with the campus. You just have to walk for like 200 meters, 300 meters. And there is a footpath connecting the hostel and the campus. But the boys' hostel is attached with the campus. But we also got a new block recently. It did not get opened yet. I think maybe from this semester, like the third sem, when new people come into the college, it might get started as well. But yeah, the girls' hostel is attached to that new building. The first sem we have spent a lot because of the subjects that we had. We had material handling and all that, as I said, metal, clay, yarn. Metal and clay they do provide, and if you need more you have to pay extra. And yarn they do not provide. You have to buy yarn, and yarn is very expensive. Trust me, just get whatever art supplies that you have, and if you actually need more, then buy it. And there is a hostel group, by the way, where people sell a lot of things in that. So if you actually want to buy something on cheaper price, you don't want a completely new box, because you're pretty sure that you wouldn't use that medium later on, then please buy that from hostel group. It's cheaper. Where this NIFT Mumbai is located, right in Kharghar, there are around 10 different colleges just nearby. So almost there are like 5 to 6 colleges nearby, and so because it's a very dominated by different colleges and universities, that area has a lot of food spots. Okay, if you just step out of the hostel, you have a whole damn street of foods and stuff, like pretty good actually. And for shopping also, there is Zudio nearby, there is DMart nearby. It's just 1-2 kilometers. You can just take the auto and go. You also have this complex called Hiranandani. A lot of NIFT students do get close from that. It's just basically street shopping, and but it's very less. I mean, it's not like a huge street shopping like Kolaba, Bandra, or whatever, but it's good. you get good enough of models there and pretty good prices. And this Hiranadan is barely like you walk for 400 meters maybe max, and then you reach there. We do have a library workshops, yeah, we do have them a lot. We have alumni meets happening in the auditorium. We have a big auditorium and expert sessions. There are a lot of expert sessions. There are people from the present industry, they get in and so they give you one session about some topic that they want to teach you about. You can also do a questionnaire with those people. You can ask them whatever doubts you have. What happens after every single fest? Let's say you had Navaratri. So after Navaratri, we have an after party for it. So after the event ends in the campus usually the events end by 8, 9, 9:30 max. And after that it happens, there will be an after party which is free of cost, which is like a pub. We go to that pub and then you can have alcohol, you can dance, and you can do whatever. I have never been to one yet, but there were tons of them. There were, I think, only in the first year itself, there were around 20 after parties happened. We had one conference, international conference, that was the first fashion show that I have witnessed. No, like a bigger one. But before also we had for Handloom Day we had a fashion show that happened in first sem, and then there were ramp walks and stuff going on in fresh shows, all that, and Spectrum as well. And then we also had one fashion show in the graduation program. So guys, if you have stayed till now, please like, comment, share, subscribe, importantly, because this is my first video where I'm talking on screen for this long. Hostel is good, faculties are also good. The rest you have to just learn it by yourself. That is what I'm telling you. The fests are crazy. We have DJ every single time. We just have randomly they just start putting the DJ on, the music on, and then we just go dance, and then it's just so fun. The college life is so fun. The food that you find outside is great. It's Mumbai, by the way, so you get to explore a lot of stuff as well. And even the college makes you get a lot of exposure. You get to go to a lot of museums, art exhibitions, craft exhibitions, all that. We went to Kalagoda, we went to multiple craft exhibitions, we went to multiple museums. Decide after all this talking, should you join NIFT Mumbai? A definite yes.